Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about my experience with the LLM program in International Business Law from Osgoode Hall Law School. I'll start the video by talking about the basics of the program, and then I'll get into my experience. And then in the end, I want to talk about a few things that you should be mindful of before you set your expectations with the program. So I did the program in 2017 and I graduated in 2018. So if you're interested in my experience, keep watching. What is the LLM program? The LLM program is a full-time one-year specialization which is designed for people who want to specialize in international business law. You have to take 36 credits in order to graduate from the program. This also includes a research paper. It entirely depends on you what type of research paper you want to write. There is a major research paper that is 70 pages, and then there's a significant research paper that is 30 pages. So depending on how you take your credits, you can choose between the two research papers. I think I did the significant research paper, which was 30 pages, because, I'd rather take classes than, do a research paper, but it is entirely up to you, whatever you decide. Now, out of the 36 credit, 21 credits should be for the specialization. But the remaining 15 credits, you can take any courses that you like. And this is where people tend to take some of the NCA courses that they've been assigned. I didn't take those. I actually ended up taking JD courses because I wanted to understand a bit more about what it's like being a JD student. So it's a good option because you're also specializing, as well as you have a few credits that you can use to actually explore some of the things that you like and some of the things that you don't like. The other things about the program, Osgoode Hall Law School is a different building than Osgoode Professional Development. Osgoode Professional Development is where you'll be having most of your classes. It is located in downtown Toronto, and it is in a commercial building. They have a floor. I don't remember the floor number now, but they have a floor where you go in and you have all of your classes, and it is a very professional setup. You have free coffee, tea, and also after your classes, you actually get dinner or lunch, which was very surprising to me because I had some classes at Osgoode Hall Law School, again, which is different than Osgoode PD, and you never got anything there. But at Osgoode PD, they treat you like professionals, which is something that was great. And just also remember that the LLM in International Business Law also has an internship program. The internship programs does not count towards your credit. It's optional. So if you'd like to take part in the internship program, you want to make sure that you do communicate that to the admin, because I remember that they will be sending out emails letting everyone know that the jobs have been posted and the people who want to take part in these programs. And the students who did not reply to those emails did not end up getting access to the portal where they post all the jobs. So make sure that, if you are getting into the program solely because of the internship, you have to make sure that you keep checking your emails, and whenever you get a message or something, you just reply to these emails as soon as possible. My experience with the program. So let me start by talking about some of the things that I liked, and then I will move on to some of the things that you should be mindful of in terms of your expectations. So what I liked about the program. First of all, I felt that the professors were awesome. All of the classes that I took, the professors knew a lot, and they were willing to teach you, give you feedback. They were willing to help you out. And I also remember that a lot of professors would stay after class for 30 to 40 minutes if any students have any questions. So it was very friendly, and the environment was great in the sense that you can ask the professors any questions that you like, and try and understand the Canadian legal system in a way that you like. So if you need more information, if you need more one-on-one talk with the professor, you can feel free to do that. So that's something that I really liked. The professors were great. The second thing that I liked about the program was that I met a whole bunch of different people from around the world. I was participating in different presentations. We did a lot of teamwork exercises, And it was just really good just getting to know people who were in the same position as I was. And now all of the friends that I've made here are from the LLM program. So you make really good friendships when you're going through similar experiences. So that's the best part. Everyone in the LLM program, all of the students are like very high achieving students from all around the world. So you get to see so many smart people and learn from them as well. The other thing that I liked was that I was able to schedule meetings with the director of the program, just one on one. There, I also had access to counseling, and all of the admins were available if we ever wanted to have a quick chat with them. I remember they had put up their calendars. Where we could schedule meetings and talk to them one on one, try to bring up any issues that we're having. And so that was really great because it felt like I was able to talk to the director, anytime that I wanted, and I could bring up a lot of different issues or just talk about anything that's on my mind. So certainly you should take note of that and use it as much as possible. The other thing that I really liked was that most of the international business law courses were amazing. For example, international business transaction. I had a lot of fun during that class. We had a lot of teamwork exercises. We did a lot of, contract work and actually came up with ideas. We presented in front of the class. So I really like working in a team, especially when you're learning. So that was really good. The other course I really like was international commercial arbitration. We actually did a moot um, arbitration, which was a lot of fun. Um, we were teamed up with different people, and we had to actually present in front of the professors, and then they would mark us, and then they gave us feedback, and it was amazing because it is actually helping you develop communication skills and being able to present in front of in front of an audience. So that was really good. Some of the courses I really, really enjoyed, and when I look back at my experience, those are all the courses that I remember. The other thing that I liked about the program was that there were different events all around the year. We had different parties and networking events. There were other events hosted by Osgoode Professional Development, cover letter writing, resume writing, how to network, like a whole bunch of different skills that internationally trained lawyers need. They had all of those events, but you just have to make sure that you do keep a check. Sometimes you're so caught up in school that you're like, oh, maybe I don't want to go here, but that's not something that I would recommend. You should just take part in any event that's there, just because you'll meet new people and that's something that you're there for, and might as well learn the skills that they're actually trying to teach you. So definitely there were a whole bunch of different events. I don't even remember. There were so many. Like I said, cover letter, resume, how to network, how to, I don't know. There were a whole bunch of them, so definitely that was something worth it. Moving on to some of the expectations with the program. So first of all, I felt like most of the courses that I took were interactive in the sense that we did a lot of teamwork exercises, we were presenting, we were participating in moots, but there were some other courses where you actually were just sitting in class and listening to a professor for 2 hours. I felt like those courses didn't teach me a lot. But again, sometimes people prefer that. I don't know. But for me, the courses where I just went in and sat on my desk and just listened to the professor, I didn't like those courses too much. So definitely make sure that you do check the course description. The description will tell you what type of assignments you'll get. If there's just like written assignments, no teamwork, nothing, and if you're not interested in just sitting in class, maybe you don't want to take those courses. So I don't think I did that. I actually just selected courses based on what I thought would be good, and some of the courses were just a little bit boring in the sense that I was just sitting there and just listening to lectures, but most of them were like a lot of teamwork and skill building exercises. So that's something that I want you to keep in mind. Just make sure that you read the course description and make a decision based on what you really want out of the course. Second thing about the program is that the internship is not guaranteed. I went into the program thinking I will get an internship no matter what, and I didn't get up ending. I didn't get up. Um, I didn't end up. I didn't end up getting an internship. I had sent in a whole bunch of cover letters and resume, and I got interviews for different positions, and I just didn't get accepted. So just make sure that if you are getting into the program thinking that you will get an internship, that's not the case. You might get an internship, and just so you know, I think some of the internships are unpaid. So that's also something you want to keep in mind. If you have this expectation that you're going to get a paid internship, that might not be the case. And I interviewed for two government positions. Both of them were unpaid. I didn't get in, so I ended up doing something else. I ended up, getting a summer job, which was not related to law. But just remember that the internship is something that is good, but that's not guaranteed. The other thing that I want to point out is that the LLM will not guarantee you a job. I get a lot of questions asking what is the scope of the LLM program? Will I get a job? The answer to this question is the LLM will not guarantee you a job at all. What the LLM is only doing is helping you prepare to face the real world. So the LLM is most likely going to give you the skills to actually go fight in the real world to get a job. Just because that you just putting the LLM on your resume is not a guarantee that you will get a position. But to be very honest with you, I have gotten interviews because I went to Osgoode, and then also because I had an LLM in International Business Law. So sometimes like business or corporate in-house roles, if you have international experience, they really want to interview you because of that specific knowledge that you have. But just remember that when you are in, if you do end up in the program, just make sure that your expectation is not that this will guarantee you a job, because you have to put in a lot of other work in order to get a job. So keep in mind that when you are in the program, talk to as many lawyers as you can. Like I said, there are a whole bunch of networking events. You want to make sure that you do go to the program, to go to these events, even if you think you know everything. It's a matter of just getting yourself out there and telling people that, hey, maybe I'm looking for an articling position. Maybe I'm interested in this area of the law. So that's something that you want to keep in mind, that getting a job is something else, and you want to, just try your best, like I said, networking and a whole bunch of other things with the LLM program. Last thing about the LLM program is that you get what you put into the program. For example, if you're not going to go to all the events, or if you're not going to meet the director, if you're not going to ask for information, or if you're not going to question and try to connect with people, you probably won't have a good experience. Just because if you're just going to be studying and doing all of your assignments and getting A stars, well, yeah, that's good, but you're missing out on a lot of other skills that you need in order to be successful as a lawyer. One thing that I think that I didn't do when I was in the LLM program, I got involved in a lot of different things. For instance, I got involved at Ryerson's Legal Innovation Zone. So sometimes I felt like, the Legal Innovation Zone and the legal tech startup that we were working on was more important than some of the events at Osgoode. I think that was not the best idea, just because no matter, I mean, the stuff that I was doing at Ryerson was great, but at the end of the day, there are also some basic skills that Osgoode is teaching you as part of the LLM program, so you don't want to miss them out, even if even if if the events or they're not mandatory. I highly recommend that you do attend those. If you have any other questions regarding the LLM program, feel free to comment below and I'll see if I can answer them. But overall, I would definitely recommend the program.